So tiny.
Oh.
Yeah.
To be fair,
But that
still
shouldn't
think
be.
I like that tin can too. There we go.
I was gonna say it. I was gonna say Temple's got 2 tokens.
He dropped another one. There we go.
Where's that Temple Junior?
Oh boy! He's grown up.
At least I'm like somewhere in the middle. I can deal with that.
Man, now you guys are making me feel bad about birds. Okay. I can't pick favorites, guys. Okay. So
Meanwhile, I can. Why do you think I gave Dread so much shit last time?
that's fair.
I'm joking. But continue. Sorry.
Our scene will start not with our heroes, but with a young goblin running through the streets of Skullport. She's being trailed by a cloaked figure. Finally, with nowhere to go, she runs to the end of a dock and feels a hand reach for her shoulder. Ah, honey, you've been asking too many questions about Xanathar in my establishment. I think you're going to explain yourself to me. As this happens, our young goblin turns, gulps, and shakes her head. You'll tell me who sent you, or I'll petrify you here and throw you into the river. And then our scene will cut. Alrighty, you guys have finally gotten back from dealing with Xanathar, his small child enslavement ring in the sewers, and the slaver from Cholt who was purchasing said children. It's late and you guys have finally gotten back to the oh my gosh, how can I forget Troll Skull Manor? Yeah. So and you guys had plans, you said? And it is late. I think the only one here besides you guys is probably Nemiad Horn.
Oh, yes.
And he seems to be having some problems with some rats. As you guys get in here.
Oh, how cute. There's a level 1 quest in the basement. Let's get drunk and try and do it.
Gnarl.
I am 100% on board.
Who the fuck bored a hole to the alleyway in the kitchen?
Someone who clearly doesn't like us.
Yeah, apparently if someone's bringing in sabotage.
Oh, putting in
Sabotage.
rats. What the hell? She'll just storm out.
Outside?
Yeah. Go around, look at the back of the kitchen.
Yeah, there's a small hole that looks like it's been just drilled into the side of the building.
How big is the hole? Like
A small, like, just big enough for a mouse or a rat to, like, fit through.
Yeah.
Okay.
You see, that's just inconsiderate. I mean, if you want to make a mouse flap, you put a little hinge and a little bit of wood on there to stop the damn getting in.
Yeah.
Noel says with a glass of brandy in one hand. He'll stick his head through the window back to a Nemiad. Have we got mice then? Or rats? Or ferrets? Oh no, not ferrets.
I could get us some ferrets that would deal with this problem. No.
Ferrets are adorable. I think that is a great plan.
Right.
Mongoose, maybe.
Mongoose, also adorable.
Mm.
What's a mongoose?
Cholt thing. Very cute.
It's
Oh.
not just Cholt. I've seen a mongoose.
Was it a hallucinogenic mongoose?
It might have been.
I think I've seen that.
Wait. Them one of those beasties you can see in some of the rich fellers' menageries.
Probably.
Might be.
Don't talk to me about menageries.
Oh, right. We had some problems.
Oh, okay.
Some struggles, if you will.
You ever tried to pacify a large alcoholic bear?
No, I saw one wrestling though.
That's
Yeah,
the one.
That's the
That's
one.
probably the one.
Oh, Bernard. Oh,
Mm.
We had to pacify Bernard.
I mean, you just get him a keg and you pacified him. It's not hard.
I mean, yeah, you get him drunk, but that was the hard part.
It happened to be in the middle of a melee.
Until he was drunk, he was wrestling everything.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, now we'll just kind of we'll just stumble back in, find a cork from somewhere that's suitably large, and just fist it into the hole.
Fair enough.
Yeah, we
Please
can
don't say
file-
those words again.
We can file a report
You can't
with
stop me.
someone later.
No, I can't. You're right.
I'm sorry.
I, for one, encourage this behavior.
You would.
Don't encourage this behavior.
Yeah, no, we'll just invite everyone to get rascally drunk.
Did Evander ever get back to her about the proposal to oh boy, what was it? What was the flowery note she sent?
I'm trying to remember. To join with you guys going after the child kidnappers?
I think so.
No, he did not get back to you. In fact,
Okay.
Mm.
No, it was she sent a flowery note, all perfumed and such, and it basically read, "Hey, gonna go mess with child kidnappers and then probably do hard drugs. You in?"
And for once, in that order.
Yeah.
I'm learning. I'm learning to do my drugs after I've done the important thing. I need to do that there.
unfortunately, no.
Next week, we're playing Call of Cthulhu, and we're all taking in-character acid at the very beginning of the scenario, so like all the sand penalties are doubled. It'll be fun times.
Oh no.
Oh no.
That has rendered Rava a little disappointed. He hasn't got back to her yet. Sent that like yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
She sits. She returns to the bar, sits in front of it, pouts, and then, without any prompting, goes, "I think I should know more spells than this."
Tell me about it.
As I, the player, realize
You
that
didn't put your new spells in.
I'm missing some new spells.
Oh no.
I got one of them. I got shield. That was the thing I grabbed. I also grabbed the cantrip, Mind Sliver. I grabbed that. That's cool. But I should have a total of. I should have a total of 3 level 2 spells. That's not a thing that I have. I should also have 5 level 1 spells. Oh no, 4. Wait.
You got your 4 level 1 spells
Wait,
already.
no, I have 5 known spells. Okay, wait. Hold up. 5 known spells, and those are spell slots? Okay, shit. Disregard. I have enough.
Okay.
I'm good. Everything's fine.
Okay,
Yes.
I know Rava's drunk, but is Nate drunk?
Yes.
Oh, there
No,
we go then.
I'm not.
1 + 2 + 2 + 1.
Yeah,
Okay.
so okay. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. I should have a total of 5 spells.
And I see that.
And I see 5 spells that are
Oh,
not
man.
cantrips.
That 2nd level spell. That's a nice
Hold
spell.
person?
I enjoyed that spell. Yes.
I just haven't been able to get it to work. Again, it requires a saving throw. Anything that requires a saving throw is just not going to work for me.
I just need to shrink down now.
There you go.
Thank you.
Yay.
Got my...
Do it to me too. 1 moment.
What are you doing? What are you doing to them?
Shrinking the tokens so they actually fit on the grid.
Oh. Yeah.
I'm not using my new round token.
Oh, I don't have a round token.
You do too.
Drag a new one.
Oh, I just drag a new token like that.
Yeah,
Like-
that's your old one.
like-
all the other ones are
uh,
your old ones.
Like,
Now
like,
that we have new tokens,
okay,
I'm
like,
shopping.
oh god, oh boy, like that. Oh, that's a new token. Delete
Yeah.
that one.
I know. I was like, I want them all to be round. No corners here. I'm cutting all of the corners.
God damn it.
The absolute mad lad. You did it. You cut every single corner.
You
So I
win.
should have 25 hit points. So I'm gonna put 25 here. 25.
Oh, I should have kept my old token around and just have it be my mirror image whenever I cast that spell.
It's fun.
Not this session, but next session I'll have a secondary image that is a mirror image for you. Don't you worry. It'll be different.
Okay.
Okay. Is Ven just hanging out in his bedroom?
I mean, like, that's where the token was.
Is that where he is? Is he just like?
Did he just not even go into the lower floor? Just went straight up the
I mean,
stairs?
no, he's with everybody else.
Okay.
Rav is. She's gonna drink tonight. She is not gonna do hard drugs. Firstly, she doesn't have any right now. She's planning on getting some.
You're out of the deep gnome, Kush?
Oh, that's not hard drugs. It's good shit, and she's gonna smoke it. I'll just go ahead and get rid of it.
Doesn't the Deep Gnome Kush make you psychic? Like more psychic than Rava usually is?
It just opens her mind up so that
Yeah.
other psychics have an easier time messing with her.
I'll reduce my amount of deep gnome kush by 1, and also I'll stop calling it deep gnome dope. I'll call it deep gnome kush because that's way cooler.
It's like, God, it's not hard drugs, it's a gateway drug.
Gateway to your mind.
Yeah.
Precisely. What?
She won't. She's not gonna debo it either. She'll pass the pipe if anyone wants the pipe.
Yeah, no.
Then I'll have some. Why not?
There you go. That's engaging in illicit substances.
Hey, look, we saved some kids today. We get to break some other laws.
That's how it works.
No, this is minor compared to what I was planning.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Well, my boyfriend did not get back to me,
Oh.
so my plans for tonight are empty.
We could go and find him and kick his ass.
He's probably doing something important. Probably.
Mm.
She shrugs.
Well, just so you know, should you ever need anyone's ass kicked, just thumps his chest. I'm your man.
I will
No.
absolutely take you up on
That's
that.
not mutually distinct.
Actually, I forgot now. Did we ever go back to the owner of the Bernard and got payment for that or not? I don't.
You guys gave him to the city guard.
Okay, so we're not likely to see the payment.
No.
But we did insist that the city guard make sure that they know who subdued their bear.
Yeah, put in a good word for us.
Also, unfortunately, there was never an actual posted reward yet.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know.
Because the paper that you guys saw that reward that date hasn't happened yet.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's okay. We
As,
get
Rav-
exposure.
Rav at that point realizes we just interrupted the timeline. Boys and girls.
Yeah.
Well, actually, all boys other than me. But whatever.
Poor Marza.
Mars just standing there.
Wait, Martha. Sorry. I'm already quite gone.
Plus that non-binary 10-4.
And also 10-4 is non-binary.
It's
Boys and girls,
it's
whatever.
It's literally like a 2.5 split between genders at this point. I'm amazed you haven't figured that out yet.
I think I did this morning, but it has since been forgotten.
More like 2.75.
Oh, you had
Fair
an
enough.
update recently. Nice.
They call
But
it the package.
What the most important thing is that we have broken the timeline.
Good. Then I guess Gnarl won't blow up this place next week or whatever it is.
That means that we are now in a separate timeline.
I mean, I might still blow something up. Just might not be there.
Yeah.
Even okay, all right.
Even
Even if you blow something up, our timeline has diverged in such a way that Bernard, at the very least, the good lad he is safe.
I mean, if I'm going to be real with you, I don't think Bernard's health was ever in danger apart from maybe liver cirrhosis. You saw the size of that fucker, right? Wasn't like he was going
I
to get
did.
rolled for
Did.
fucking pocket change.
I did. I was just trying to look on the bright side of timeline fuckery.
Hey, he just gives her a kind of playful thump and just goes, "No fate." All of you
Yes.
just raises a glass. No fate.
She raises a
I'll
glass
drink
to
that.
that.
Yeah.
God of fate's like motherfucker leaning in.
You sons of bitches. I'm gonna fuck you up.
And making no luck but our own.
Mhm.
I'm about that.
Nobody asked you, Horn.
I asked him right now.
Let's not make this the shut the fuck up Donnie of this situation.
I asked him in the future.
And I just answered in the past.
Exactly.
You mind if I have some of that?
There you go.
Just takes the
Pass it.
pipe, smokes it, then walks back.
Okay, but here's the thing. What about
We're
the
not
timeline
open right
the
now.
paper-
Whatever.
What about the timeline the paper comes from? Because in their timeline where it was printed before it came to us, Bernard was already missing and all that stuff.
Mm.
So to them, we never saved the bear.
That's true. That's true. But their timeline could go fuck itself.
That's fair. Fair point.
Can't argue with that. Their timeline sucked.
Timeline where a bear wasn't rescued.
Exactly. Immediately making it this inferior timeline. Now, it still stands to be seen if Gnarl's going to blow anything up. But
or
I
be
think,
blamed for blowing anything up.
but I think, given that we did what we did without any explosions, I think we're good.
I think that just jinxed us, probably.
Marza.
Yep.
Well, they're all sitting over by the counter chatting, and you're just sitting in a stool by the main door, looking at them.
You mean
You're,
bodyguarding? The thing
bodyguarding.
I'm
Yes.
supposed to do whenever Rava's drinking?
pretty much
Slash
while you're
smoking
bodyguarding.
and stuff.
So you're you're bodyguarding 24/7, huh?
Yeah, well, I mean, the job is to make sure that Marza, that Rava doesn't end up in jail again. So technically speaking, like, she doesn't have to stop you from doing the drinking and the smoking. Just make sure that you don't get on the city guard's nerves while you're doing it.
Honestly, you're probably fine right now. She said that they're closed, and doesn't seem like she's going to be leaving the building anytime soon.
Mhm. While you're sitting here thinking about this,
Mm-hmm.
you feel a cold wind.
Of course I do. All right. Didn't I murder something with my curse today, though?
Yeah.
Yes, you did.
The Minotaur, I believe.
Oh yeah, we've now killed 2 Minotaurs.
One legitimately and one via the power of telefragging.
Really, what you guys have done is you've like injured a bunch of minotaurs.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. We killed
But,
one, though.
You did kill one, but you injured so many more messing around with that thing.
I thought that was just one that we kept teleporting in and out, and that's how we
No.
killed.
Oh my god, really?
You don't know. You don't know.
There's a fucking support group dedicated to what we did, isn't there? Just a bunch of brave Minotaurs.
To be
To
fair,
be
everything in that dungeon, we were assholes.
To be fair, the dungeon was also an arsehole.
I'm not saying
yeah,
it wasn't justified.
It started it.
The Blue Alley is a messed up place. Just leave it at that.
Blue Alley started it. It got on our nerves first.
I'm just saying, it's spy versus spy where we all get involved in
Oh.
crazy, stupid shenanigans that involve massive amounts of pain on each other. But in the end, we both look like dicks.
Mm, very surprisingly apt.
But yeah, you feel a cold wind coming from underneath the door near you. just coming up your ankles to your knees, which is weird because normally weather doesn't affect you.
Yep.
And you just hear a voice.
Mm-hmm.
One who owes you their life is coming. Be wary.
Mm. Right. Sure. Thanks, Grandpa.
And the room starts to warm as whatever cold breeze just disappears.
Yep. Okay. Well, Martha goes from like inactively like on alert to actively on alert.
Okay. Just sit up a little straighter. Are you
Yep.
going to inform any of the others about
Yeah. What are the conditions of the rest of the party? I assume that like 10-4 can't be inebriated in any way, shape, or form.
Nope.
Nope.
I can still enjoy the flavor, but I don't have to worry about that.
Yeah. How's everyone else doing?
Not good.
I mean, Con is my dump stat, so
Not good.
Right. Good.
Uh,
Good to know.
Con is not my dump stat, but she is a lightweight. And she's been drinking brandy while also smoking deep known kush.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So she's
We call that we call that a combination to hide that, Jess.
she's currently very silly.
Excellent. Mm. So,
which does. Yes, sorry, continue.
I was just gonna say, then, how's Gnarl looking?
I mean, Niall's the one who started on the brandy. He probably should have started on the beer, but it was like, no, after today, I think the amount of times I nearly died today, I think I deserve the hard stuff off the bat. So he
didn't even go for the normal brandy. He just got the fortified brandy from off the top shelf.
Oh no,
He went for
fortified it
10-4's
himself.
custom
God.
thing.
It's a miracle he didn't just go for the cooking sherry.
I will say, to be fair, Ven is very much sipping it more than downing it.
He also partook in the kush though.
Yeah, that's also true. I was going to put that. Yeah, so he's psychically aware right now, but also he's only sipping the drink, so he's only a little bit buzzed.
Yeah. Okay. So Martha will come over to the rest of the party. So, heads up, my weird magic sense just told me that somebody's coming and to be where. So maybe don't get any more wasted than you already are in case we have to fight again tonight.
Puts the counter brandy back on the counter.
I don't think. Okay, no, I could totally be fucked up on this.
Alright, I'll go and booby trap the front door.
It might. Did it give anything more specific? Was it kind of danger, or was it just almost more in general?
Well, remember how I was able to just find that weird invisible demon thing? That's like that. So
You just said some words that should prompt memory, but they don't.
remember when because your boyfriend didn't is your boyfriend our opening night got sabotaged by demons?
Right, and they couldn't handle the shit that I already put on my walls.
There's just somebody pissed off imps. They're like, we're gonna wreck this room. Who the heck wrecked this room before us?
The owner? But, We should clean it
Checkmate.
and then wreck it.
Have
See,
to
that
repair it so you can actually wreck it.
Yeah, that would have been the actual insult if they just wrecked it first. Or no, if they just cleaned it first and then just left it, so you had to deal with.
So your walls have been scrubbed and then whitewashed? Oh man.
Oh no.
Have to deal with the knowledge that someone has been here and done something. But what was it? So yeah, Rav will just. She's currently Well, when you caught her trying to juggle with her mind.
How badly is she doing?
Better than you'd think, but worse than you'd hope.
I mean, it's juggling, but the liquids inside those cups, they're not moving the same way.
Yeah. Whatever.
The glasses are completely intact. The contents are all over the fucking place.
They're all over Ven because she was trying to juggle over his head.
Well, if you excuse me, I think I might need to go get changed.
I'm using drunken scooping fist to scoop up all the alcohol in the air and gather it back up there. Put it back.
Yeah. Thank you, but I don't want to be sticky. So.
No, as I was saying, I'm catching all the alcohol in the air using drunken scooping fist and.
No, he was never. So he was never wet.
You never wet in the first place. 10-4 is kind of catching it all, not wasting alcohol.
So I imagine
the
you guys
greatest
are just,
crime that we can do in this place. In 10-4's eyes.
To continue.
To be fair, Ven is actually looking for an excuse to leave to set up a subplot. That's neither here nor there. We'll see how we can do that later.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it is around this point that Nemiad tells you he's going home, since he'll have to be here early tomorrow.
All right. Nemiad, thank you for everything that you've done. I hope you get home. I hope you get home safe. Do you need me to go hail a ride for you?
Not really, no.
All right.
And he'll take off. He tells you not to, as he's leaving, not to worry about whatever's going on. That as long as he has his help, he'll keep the tavern running. Since you guys hired on those 3 others.
Heck yeah.
Right, the happies, right?
Mm-hmm.
That guy is surprisingly diligent for a guy we were forced to hire.
He's actually become more diligent recently, which is kind of weird. Like, he started out not really seeming like he was interested, but suddenly he seems a lot more interested.
He realized that we're all incompetent buffoons, and he was just like, maybe
I'm gonna own this place.
Yeah, maybe I should step up my game to make up for the owners.
I mean, ultimately, maybe he realizes that being a member of a crime syndicate and like risking his life all the time is very dangerous, and actually having legitimate work as a bartender
less dangerous.
Yeah.
To remember, he was dealing before he working for you unsuccessfully.
Yeah, no.
Alrighty, so are you guys going to be taking a long rest then? Since it doesn't seem like anyone's here, or what is your plans?
Well, we were told that there's gonna be something or someone.
I know.
So it would be a shame to not meet whoever at the door. Or it would be rude.
Mm-hmm.
So
I'm still down for just waiting for this person, and if they require an ass kicking, they will get one.
yes, that. Let's do that.
If we're going to do that, I am going to be in a position where I can shoot them in the fucking knees. With that, he's just going to kind of finish the rest of his drink and then head up to his room with his rifle.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep an eye out.
Oh, I guess I'll just be here with this unfinished brandy.
It's not going to stay that way for long.
What about you, Marza?
I mean, Martha assumes that the trouble's going to come through the front door or the back door. I mean, if it comes up the stairs, then, you know, she's sure Gnarl can handle that on his own, right?
Probably.
I mean, I've nearly got double the amount of hit points I had last session, so hopefully...
Oh, it's so wonderful.
And don't forget, you have a friend who can move 90 feet in a turn.
This is also true. Well, that's useful because this building's a fucking nightmare to navigate through. Who has 2 bedrooms you have to access through 3 other rooms?
A really pissed off architect.
Yeah.
Who decided the only way to get upstairs is to leave the building?
Also this.
That one can kind of make sense if you kind of want your known easier to lock the thing up for your private home compared to your business kind of thing there.
Yeah, that is kind of a
those
thing when
dimensions
people.
entrances there make sense.
Yeah, that is kind of a thing when people have their like apartments over their businesses.
Yes.
So.
Yeah, but it's an inn.
Most pubs that are owned by the landlord tend to actually have internal entrances.
I mean, true. Nah.
Is it? I thought is it like a kind of, I thought it's more of a tavern kind of thing. So you don't the room upstairs is more for the.
The manor actually originally wasn't, but it's been converted like multiple times.
Ah.
I mean, it was an orphanage at one point.
Got the fucking
Oh,
pub.
Really
orphanage.
fucking messed up orphanage.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay,
the hag
if it
and the
wasn't-
bones.
Yeah, okay. If it wasn't always a tavern, then the outside stairs makes even less sense.
Yeah.
Oh, I wish this conversation was happening in character between all the characters.
I want this. I wish it were too.
You know what? I'll say that if you get Marza going, she'll complain about how much of a pain it is to defend a building where the only way to get to the second floor is to exit the building.
I will say I'm willing to
Yeah,
bet,
you tell the architecture, Marza.
I'm willing to bet, all jokes aside, this conversation has probably happened off camera while we were renovating the place.
Probably.
I mean,
That
yeah.
too, but there's always time for more yelling at architecture.
Okay, so I take it then the 4 of you are going to stay down below. Gnarl, you're up top. Hours pass and nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Hours pass.
Yes, hours.
All right, Rob has passed out on the bar.
Oh, okay.
Oh god, it's got to that late part of the party where everyone's slightly melancholy.
You're starting to realize, most of you, except for maybe 10-4, that you should probably get to bed or get more comfortable, or you're going to get some exhaustion. But because you've been up late and you started extremely early.
Okay, well then, then Martha decides that fuck it, if she can't defend the bottom floor, she's gonna just drag Rava up to her bedroom and then just guard from the common room.
Fair. You're also starting to realize maybe frozen sword demons have less of a view of time than people do.
Yeah.
And maybe it's entirely based off of intent compared to realizing something intends to come to you versus its proximity to you.
Yeah.
But eventually, daybreak hits. I don't know. What about you, Ven? Did you stay downstairs?
Ven probably helps Martha carry Robin to bed, then go to his own bed and just like, I can jump out a window if I need to.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
And
give me a
even
shower.
just resting in the common room, not that hard for you guys all to get enough rest. I don't know how long Gnarl stood sitting in the window with his
No, pretty
before
much fell asleep within the hour. There's just like a fog and drool up against the window pane where he's just resting his head against it.
Yeah, Rav downs that other glass of brandy and then a couple other glasses of brandy, and then she had to be carried out up.
Mm. Okay. So you guys all eventually get there. Eventually, morning comes. 10-4, did you stay down below?
Yep.
Okay. In that case, you early in the morning, around like 6 in the morning, hear knocking at the front door.
Okay, I check to the people who's there.
As I'm like, wait, where was specifically Ven's room?
I'm all the way at like the top floor.
Oh,
Yeah, the attic bedroom.
okay.
Yeah.
And
is Null in the turret peak, or is he somewhere else? Actually, I don't see him.
no, he's in his bedroom on the second floor.
I go to
But
see who's at the door.
there is a young half-elf girl holding out her hands, just fingers rubbing a ring. You vaguely remember her not actually being a half-elf. If you remember right, her name is Johanna Silverdoe. And you guys sent her specifically to Skullport.
Oh yeah.
Can I remind me of that plot point? I don't remember at all right now. So
Elf serial killer with a gun.
Mm-hmm. Drow serial killer was using her to lure elves into places to kill them.
Did we send her there to get info, or was it?
Turns out was actually a goblin.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's an informant for Marza now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because the other options were to kill her or to turn her over to the city guard, which is effectively just killing her with more steps.
Yeah.
You're not wrong.
Yeah. You're not wrong, yeah. Hello?
Yeah.
Hello. Do you know where Marza is?
She's upstairs sleeping. Do you need something from her?
Yeah. I got the information she needs to deal with Xanathar.
Insights to something more basic, right?
Yeah. Do an insight check on her.
Yeah.
Oh, she's a little scared.
Okay, she's upstairs. Are there calling tubes and stuff into contact each other, or not really here?
Is that something that you guys would have installed?
I don't
Behind
think so.
I don't think
Yeah.
so.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, you
Yeah.
could just call up, and then
It's kind of attic. That's
Or grab a broom and start hitting the ceiling.
Yeah, I was about to say. Just like,
Okay, I'll start. I'll let her. Okay, sure. Come on in. Are you feeling cold? Do you need something? Want to warm up? Well, I get them up and I start.
I'd love that actually. do you have any food?
Sure. Okay.
Oh,
I
good.
Kind of,
And she walks into the bar.
I get her some some of the simple food that's that lasts longer. We can just give her some food right now.
gonna say, if
And then
we-
I kind of knock up there to wake everyone else up.
I hope 10-4 deactivated the booby trap that Gnarl mentioned he set up.
I did.
He mentioned it in passing. He didn't actually set up a booby trap. But I was just saying, if we've been open for any amount of time, there was almost certainly a large jar of pickled eggs on the counter. Just get your arm in there.
Okay. So is everyone waking up or kind of not?
I mean,
Yeah.
you immediately walk upstairs and see Marza just sitting in the common room.
I was gonna
I
say,
thought I was in knock, so keep an eye on her kind of thing. I wasn't going
Oh, okay.
upstairs.
Oh, you're not actually going upstairs? Okay.
You're just gonna
Since
knock
no
on
one
the
else is
roof.
here and thinking I'm just keeping her company and keeping an eye on her while I
Okay.
get everyone else up.
do you
Fair
actually
enough.
do you actually thump on the ceiling?
I yell out there, kind of thing there.
Oh god! In which case you hear a muffled bang. As Null enters through the fucking ceiling.
Wait, you fire directly up at the leg.
Wait a minute.
Oh god! I mean, I've committed. Yes. Sorry,
Rava.
Rava.
You get woken up by a bang as as pellets come flying through the floor.
Well, it's not a scattergun. It's a rifle, so it's probably just one big fucking slug.
Yeah, so a slug just penetrates through your floor.
Okay, yeah. It's like right next to her bed. Just like gets up with a jolt, and then like climbs to the side of the bed and looks down in this hole.
There's a very startled looking.
Just clutching his ears because he let it off right by his head. Ah! Oh man! He looks up. Morning.
There are so many better ways to wake me up.
Tell me about it. Ah.
Why did you shoot my floor?
What?
Why did you shoot my floor? I liked it perfectly fine the way it was, you know.
I fell asleep with my finger on the trigger.
Why'd you do that? Oh, well.
Crap.
Fair enough.
Is everyone okay up there? I heard what happened up there?
Gnarl killed my floor. Shot it right in the floor.
Well, I killed my ceiling.
You killed both the floor and the ceiling.
I mean, at least now we can talk to each
You're a
other.
murderer.
I mean, to be fair, it means we can now actually talk to each other between floors. I've actually slightly improved the layout of this building.
Slightly, but what if I do crazy shit in my room?
I'll
Then
put
you're gonna hear everything.
I'll put a cork in it.
Oh, I cannot argue with that logic.
Okay.
You can't
We have someone
solve all
here.
problems.
That's Veneris' friend is up here. No, I'm saying
Marza's
Martha. Sorry,
Marza's
doesn't
informant.
Ven doesn't have friends.
I said I was saying it looks different now. So I'm saying, do I actually wait? I need to see if I recognize her as the same person or am I?
Present company excluded, of course.
Maybe not. Wow, that's low. Do I recognize it or only know this is Martha's friend here? And
Yeah, you only saw the one girl show up.
let's see, Martha's friend is here.
She's currently eating hard-boiled eggs. And she
I
just
see.
keeps on plucking her hands into that massive jar.
Oh no, they wouldn't be hard-boiled, they'd just be pickled.
Oh, pickled. Oh. Yeah, no, she's just pulling these pickled eggs and just slurping on them,
Oh.
leaving the shells.
Have you not
Gotta
had
say,
have you not had
I
a
hate
pickled
that.
egg before?
I don't think I have. Are they
I-
shucked already?
They are already shelled because they're suspended basically in vinegar, so the shell would dissolve anyway and just like horribly calcify the jar.
Oh God!
They are
Yeah,
a
I don't like it.
supremely acquired taste. Pickled onions are
I've
much
had
better.
it once. I've had it once, but it was part of the science project where you actually pickled them to, learn chemistry.
Fair enough. Well, yes, this girl is pickled eggs.
The girl is pickled eggs.
Is eating
She's
pickled eggs.
She's eaten that many. I have become egg.
She,
You are what
she
you eat.
has become a pickled egg.
Oh.
Good lord.
I just like the idea of this beautiful half elf just smelling of pickled eggs. Such a fucking gear shift. Yeah, no, we'll just yell through his ceiling hole. I'm just gonna go downstairs and see what's going on.
Yeah, you do that, you ceiling killer. Floor killer!
Yeah, I know.
I'll have you hanged!
From what? My ceiling's already dead.
You thought of everything!
The perfect crime. And then he cackles and runs out of the room.
Is Marza
Ben
awake yet?
wonders.
Yeah, no, Martha has since woken up and come downstairs and is ignoring this bullshit.
Ben wonders what he did in a past life to deserve this.
And realizes
It's
not what
what he
you
did
did
in
in
his
a past
current life.
Yeah.
So you did in the current life, yeah.
It's the fact that I'm a thief. I've just accumulated enough bad karma that it's seeped over into this lifetime.
Shit, all my stuff's caught up to me.
Oh,
That's not called karma, that's just called consequences.
It's okay. Ben's a piece of shit. Anyway,
as you walk into the room, Johanna just stops eating the pickled egg that she was currently just cramming into her mouth and just sets this half-eaten egg onto her plate and just sits up a bit straighter and like leans towards facing you as you come in.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. What? Why are you here? Why? You're supposed to use the dead drops.
I wasn't given much of a choice. I got the information on how to deal with the Xanathar.
Mm-hmm.
I may have upset the only non-member of Xanathar's guild who independently operates in Skullport by asking too much. And she said she does know how to deal with the Xanathar, but it's gonna cost.
Right. Okay.
Did she mention what does she want?
What was the cost? Is this a actual money cost, or is this a I need you to do a favor for me kind of cost?
What do you think?
She's an entertainer and she wants me to play a game, or she said that whoever sent me could send someone to do it instead.
Play a game.
What kind of game?
Wait, is Rob here, or is Rob still?
I imagine Rob came down too.
Yeah, she came downstairs.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
Rob-
Your token's still upstairs. I wasn't sure.
Yeah,
Because
I-
also the last time you saw this kid, you were advocating for her death. So I'm like,
No, she'll let her go. Remember?
yeah, but she let her go when Marza offered an alternative that wasn't killing her or
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
true.
I remember Rav being very upset about the whole elf murder thing.
Yes, she was.
Okay.
So
Right. So the game's an imported game. She said it's called 6 Stone, and I'd be one of 7 people playing it. And all I have to do, or one of you, hopefully one of you, all the person has to do is be the last person to win. It's like tag. To be the last one tagged.
Okay.
Well, that's easier.
Is it like tag with weapons?
No, you're not supposed to use weapons. Although it's not another person who's chasing. It's called a cockatrice.
Ah, hence why it's stone. Okay. Yep. That's
No, just whispers over. The fuck is one of those?
giant bird that turns you to stone. Hence 7 stone.
Yeah.
Ah,
No, it was only 6
Oh.
stone. The 7th
Okay.
person isn't stone.
Right. Of course.
And where does it take place? Is it just throughout the city of Skullport? Is it just around the world? Is there an arena?
It's in Skullport.
Lovely. There's a cockatrice walking around Skullport now.
I guess they're endangered because they have some kind of stupid bullshit breeding.
That sounds about right.
Something about frogs and chickens.
That sounds about right.
But the lady who Minerva, she's a Medusa.
Hmm. It's kind of her thing, isn't it?
She owns a arena called the Stone Garden.
Right.
She's the only one doesn't give any kind of fucks to what Xanathar say.
Yeah, I'd imagine the ability to just turn someone into stone probably does that.
But she says she knows how to destroy the entire gang, and she's willing to give it up for adequate sport.
Well,
Does she? Would she actually be one that would honor her deal, or would she kind of?
I mean, if she doesn't honor her deal, then I assume that's the point where we decide whether how willing we are to quite literally deal backstabbing to backstabbing.
She did say that
I love a good double backstab. Recursive.
if she
backstab.
caught me in Skull and I refused, that she was gonna throw me in the river.
Right. Okay.
well, she seems like a positively fulsome individual.
Uh-huh.
I already
She's
don't
not
want
the
to deal
worst
with her.
person down there.
Yeah, I don't doubt it. Okay. Well, Rob, you okay if this kid stays in my room until we deal with this?
Oh, whatever.
All right.
Um,
She'll stay in my room.
Yeah,
did
well-
she explain more about the game, saying are we only allowed to run away, kind of thing, or?
You say only one of us is going in, it sounds like.
Only one person won't be petrified.
Mhm.
There's only one real winner. I wouldn't go in with anyone I liked.
Well,
The only rules from what she said is that you can't hurt the cockatrice,
Why not?
but because she'll petrify you and do terrible things to you because it's pet and it's an endangered animal.
Fine.
You know, Ralph, you can't kill every endangered monster and make it extinct. It's, I'm pretty
Honestly,
sure there are
I'm
laws against that.
honestly, I'm pretty avid against feeling things die. To be perfectly frank, so that wasn't really going to be an
It's
option anyway. I was just being a butt.
super ugly though. It looks like if a chicken and a frog and a lizard had cancer and were fused together.
Oh, I thought there was going to be some procreation here, but yeah, you said that their procreation's stupid.
But see, that's why it's endangered. Because the thing is, when a frog and a chicken love each other, the alchemical college is leaking chemicals into the water. It's turning the frogs gay. So
Oh, right! I remember that.
Oh, don't tell me you read that new shit.
I didn't quite catch that. Can you say it again?
Don't tell me you read that news sheet. They're making Alex Jones jokes.
All that thing does is sell powders of strength that don't work.
Actually,
Is that your professional opinion as a Dr. Gnarl?
Yes, as my professional opinion as both a doctor and a man who could quite happily break someone's jaw with one punch. It's full of shit. Soy doesn't make your dick smaller. Being a prick does.
Oh,
You got him there.
anyways, so I guess the question is, who are we throwing into this little game if we want to go through with this?
This little game of death, so to speak.
I don't think I would be allowed.
I was going to say, Temple, can you actually be petrified? Because if not, that'd be a hilarious way to fuck with this.
I don't. I
Oh,
think
yeah.
she'll take one look and disqualify me due to that.
I
you're
mean,
not 100% sure, 10-4.
I mean, honestly, I'm 100% willing to be the one to throw my hat into the ring.
Oh, well, good. There we
Yeah.
go.
All right.
Are you sure that's a good idea, then?
Look,
I can.
if I win, it's one more thing to add to my legend. If I lose,
I'm going to pause you right there. I'm going to pause you right there. You just said to me, if I win, it's one more thing to add to my legend. That took away all of my sympathy.
Yeah.
You do you, man.
Yeah.
That was a joke. Just so you know, I'm still sympathetic.
Thank you. It's appreciated.
So you're going to be the one then, Mr. Venn, to go in my place?
Yeah. I mean,
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah, no, you weren't going either way. Well,
yeah.
Okay.
I assume we can leave you here and have you not cause trouble, hopefully.
Yeah, I'll be fine.
I'll have the kitchen manager teach you how to do things.
Okay.
I have to say, our kitchen manager knows how to make a badass cold flaky pastry.
You'll learn some things about the bar, and then we'll probably hire you or something. I don't know. We'll see how it goes.
Okay. That'd be so much better than what I was doing for you guys.
Yeah, it seems that generally speaking, it's not safe for you to continue to be an informant. So I guess you're a barmaid now.
And
Okay.
you did the thing that we spared you to do. So, yeah, Good job.
Is this going to be the interview process for most people we take on at the bar? You need to do some clandestine, like, information gathering shit before we actually hire you.
You
Or is
need
this-
to
No.
risk your life, do some shenanigans, and then we'll hire you. Or we need to owe your people money.
I will say, Ben is just a little bit salty because I remember when we first got her as an informant, Ben was like, "Why don't we just hire her as the barmaid?"
And everyone else was like, nah.
Yeah, everyone's like, "Nah," and now we've come full circle.
Yeah, no.
Hashtag Ben was
Look.
right.
That Marza knew that Rava would either get too drunk or too high eventually and stop remembering why she hated this kid.
No, she remembers. She's just not commenting on it, really.
Okay.
And Johanna is like looking over at you every once in a while, like
That's fair.
trying to smile, realizing just neutral expression and just turning away quickly.
Yeah, like she's giving her, like she's giving this kid like an opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't mean she's being nice to her.
Mm-hmm. So I got back into the proper city via a fake that Minerva called in, and she's going to help whoever wants specifically to get back into Skullport get there a lot quicker than going through the Undermount or through the river entrance in the Skullport. There's a nice lady named Tass. It's short for Tess Little Grin. She's the only one in Skullport who can use a teleportation circle. So inside of Skullport. So I got a stone to talk to her, and I'm going to take you guys to a circle that she has and have her open it up. Apparently, Tass is good friends with someone named Hallister.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Something about them having lunch every Tuesday. Anyway, she normally charges 50 gold to open it per person, but I got a favor from so I should be able to get any enough people in and out once.
Okay, because I was worried that I was gonna have to go in alone. It sounded like. But- I mean, I know I'm going in alone on the mission, but
I think she's entirely okay with people watching her games and betting on them. I think that's how she gets most of her business.
Betting, you say?
Yeah.
No, why does his eyebrows?
The responsible thing is to help Ven. The fun thing would be to engage in some betting.
I mean, in that way, I'm helping you guys by winning.
That's true.
Nile just quietly leans over to Rava and just goes, "Can petrification be reversed?"
With great difficulty.
So it's probably not asking him to take a fall then.
Go ahead and give me. Let me see what would be the proper nature. Give me a nature check, Rava.
Sure.
Also, you can give me one too, Gnarl. About what you know about cockatrices and their petrification.
Well, I didn't get it.
No, you did not.
I didn't do it.
And also,
You-
I very clearly heard what you assholes said.
Also,
I was not planning on betting against Ven. He was.
We love you.
He was
Van.
planning on betting against you.
Middle finger.
Actually, you
I'm
are
throwing
aware.
you under the proverbial bus because you killed my floor.
Gnarl, growing up vaguely around some seedier types, you vaguely remember that the tribe's witch doctor had a cockatrice, and you remember injured people getting petrified, but turning back to normal after a day.
So so it's the injury. It's not like a baleful glare or anything, is it?
Yeah, like if it attacked and pecked, it would petrify. And usually people who got petrified within your tribe were starting to break out of it and break free from petrification within a day.
Yeah, and I'll relay that.
It's not permanent, not
Yeah.
like other like creatures, but it's still a day of being petrified. Also, you vaguely remember that only the creatures themselves got petrified, and any clothing and equipment that they were holding did not.
Oh, so it petrifies flesh, but nothing. So this is
Yeah, in fact, you saw a member of your tribe get broken into pieces as other members of your tribe were trying to rip his sword out of his hand while he was petrified. Like they
Okay.
broke him up.
Oh God. And then it was meaty chunks later.
Mhm.
Oof, not nice.
Ugh.
Yeah, no, that's a bad sign.
Don't like that.
Good way to get rid of a body, though. Just just petrify someone, smash them into powder, and then pour the slurry into the dog. However, no, Noel kind of tosses that around his head for a second, and then kind of pulls out his breathalyzer and goes, "Now, theoretically, the kind of petrification this thing causes is temporary. It's localized to the body, almost like a poison, like a paralytic even. This might help you. I mean, actually, slide the breathalyzer along the bar. I know it's been a while since it was used, but the basic idea is it can identify poisons or diseases and then synthesize an antidote.
So hypothetically, I could cure myself of cockatrice poison.
If Ed would be okay with that, depends if it is actually mechanically a poison.
It's magical. It's like a curse that it drops on.
Yes.
I like what you're thinking. It's unfortunately not going to work.
I'm gonna roll some here. Can
Like
I
an
roll? Can I roll?
You do know that Medusa blood will cause petrified people to turn back into normal people.
Okay.
Also, the gallbladder of a basilisk will do that.
Damn it! I only got a 10. I was gonna roll Arcana to see if she knew of any magical drugs that had that as a handy side effect.
Oh yes, cobalt
So
math.
that would be medicine, I realize.
I know it's the stomach acid of basilisk, because they petrify things and then they eat the stone things and it turns back into flesh in their guts.
Gross.
right.
I unfortunately do not know of anything in particular that could help. I wish I did. However, I will be betting on you, Van, and you will have my belief.
Thank you. It means a lot.
I'd say that I'd be cheering you on loudly, but that would probably give away your position.
I saw the arena. There's not a lot of room to hide. They just kind of push each other into.
Hey, do you want to scroll of invisibility?
If sure, well, can I even use that actually, GM? Because I
Trying to
know
remember what type of. I'm trying to remember what type of rogue.
I'm a swashbuckler, so probably not.
No, you
Okay.
cannot.
What about a potion of invisibility?
That would work.
Also, here's the thing: would I even be able to bring that in? Is my question. If we can get it, I'm down.
If anyone could smuggle that shit in, it's you.
I am the rogue, so true.
All right, I've got it. I'm gonna go buy you a potion. She gets up and she leaves.
Well, for doing that, I have business to attend to as well. Then gets up, finishes his drink real quick and says, "Ladies and gentlemen, I will see you in Skullport, I guess."
Yeah.
Do you know what happens to the are we still tracking the bar right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys are still in the bar.
So I was gonna ask. Do you know what happened to the losers of the game? If you play her game, does she just let the losers go, or does she do something to them afterwards?
She usually lets them go. Normally, the people who play this game, they all put in money into a pot, and whoever is the last one standing gets paid out the whole pot from everyone. And everyone else who's there just kind of watches and has their own bets. She takes a small 10% cut from the pot, and whatever dealing other people do through her, she takes a cut of them too.
Fair enough.
All right. Well, if everyone's going to get prepared, let's say we meet back here in what, 2 hours?
Sounds good.
Rob has already left.
Right.
When I said that she declared that and then left. I meant it.
Okay. Yep. Okay. So,
Immediately empty.
Marza needs to go after Rava to make sure that Rav does not get arrested. It is
Paramount.
paramount. It is literally the most important thing that for Marza. The second most important thing is, of course, making sure Gnarl is recognized as the greatest doctor in Waterdeep.
Yes. Yes.
Again, I feel like people are trying to give Null much more hype than he actually deserves.
No.
Dare you that?
Alright, fine.
That'll learn you.
Shut the fuck up and be praised.
Oh, okay. Okay, I guess.
Look, Gnarl was the only healer in the party when we were first level. I don't think you understand how vital Gnarl's success was to the survival of this group.
Yeah.
I think I've taken one blow.
Yeah, except for 10-4, but 10-4 doesn't need doctors anyway. He needs mechanics.
Yes.
Which, to be fair,
Yeah, to be fair, Gnarl is also that, but
I mean, I think at one point I did actually proto-plays 10-4 just to solder some things back together.
yeah.
but yeah. Yeah, no. Both in and out of character, your contributions are greatly appreciated.
Let me just grab this token here, guys, really quick, and be almost ready.
That's a turtle.
What's turtle?
That's a
You mean
turtle.
the turds.
Up in the top, up in the corner here.
Hmm.
That's a turtle. Look at
Yeah.
that turtle.
Yeah,
Oh boy.
it's Tim.
Tim the turtle.
That is him.
Yeah. Yeah, how do you think he got there? I realized they still had access to Tim's sheet. I'm like, well, I mean, if ever all of the important characters are going to be on here,
Okay. Oh my god. Why is Voltug so small?
He is baby.
I cannot make him larger. Tim is the one who deserves being there anyway.
Yeah.
uh,
And let's see, that's need just the one more. Where is that trash monster?
that what, huh?
Trash monster. You know, thing coming out of trash can, running off with valuables. What I'm saying is, there should be a dire raccoon.
That's an awesome idea. I love it.
I don't think I've told you guys about the dire peacock I ran into in a campaign I did once.
Oh no!
No,
Normal
I have
You
not
did
heard
not.
this.
Tell the
That
story
sounds
while it
amazing.
sets up.
It was based on the GM having gone to this thing called Cabin Con, where he and a bunch of his mates basically rent a cabin in the woods, and there was this fucking peacock that would wake them up at like 3 in the morning, and eventually they just decided, right, there is some kind of baleful version of a peacock out there. This, when introduced to our Dungeon World campaign, ended up killing me, and also ended up killing about, well, half an inn full of dwarves before being sunk into quicksand. Basically,
Oh, no.
basically, the nature-loving barbarian thought this noble beast should not be caged, not thinking, why is it so heavily secured? The answer being, because it does about 2d12 worth of damage with one strike, and it gets 3
In
attacks
Dungeon
per
World?
turn.
Ah,
They basically,
2d12 in
Jesus.
Dungeon
basically, they wrote it as like a joke enemy. Like you encounter this thing, you run the fuck away. You're not supposed to fight it.
How's
It was.
what kind of health system is there in Dungeon World? I haven't played that
You
one.
you can have reasonable amount of health. Just 2d12 is enough to pretty much annihilate anything that doesn't have plot armor.
Especially because doesn't like Dungeon World only go up to like level 5 or 6 or something?
No, standard PBTA stuff like has a up to 6 segment wheel. Dungeon
Yeah.
World does actually have more conventional HP. You have hit dice.
No, I'm saying that like I know you do get HP as you level up. I'm saying like what's the max level in Dungeon World?
Not entirely certain actually. We've never really gone that far up in terms of level.
I am so mad because I was cleaning my room today and I had an old Dungeon World character sheet that I had from the con that was just trapped under a book. And I threw it away, so now I can't check.
Alrighty. Let me pull this up. So you guys eventually do wind up heading through the North Ward to a nearby orphanage. It's closed, though you can see a lot of the windows are boarded up. And she opens it up, and Johanna points to a just in the cobbled stones of the kitchen. There is a carved circle. Right, so you guys are just gonna have to go in there and it'll be okay. I'll use this stone that I was given to contact Tass, and she'll open up her circle and pull all of you into Skullport. I'll stay here though and go back to the inn and talk to this Nemeid. Okay.
You sure you're gonna be alright?
Yeah, she's not gonna send anyone, and the Xanathar doesn't know about me. It's just I might have asked someone who was too sober and also worked for her. Minerva's not a nice gal.
Mm-hmm.
Mm,
I can believe that. Well, look,
Okay.
the minute we're gone, go back to the inn. Do not answer the door to anyone apart from us.
I'm thinking it's gonna be opened, or do you want me to go to the top floor?
Um,
I'd say stay around the cook if you can.
Okay.
He'll be able to look after you and teach you some things.
and the halflings too, probably. I don't know how good they are at cooking, but they've been
In my
surviving
experience,
so far.
in my experience, halflings are distractions more than they are physical fighters.
But I hear they're also good cooks. So
I don't know.
I feel like that might be racist.
any more racist than them being living distractions?
Look, they're basically sentient marshmallows. Small, soft, and easily toasted. Delicious when spread on a cracker. Where am I going with this?
They're delicious.
Anyway, we
No.
need to be going.
Okay. I'm gonna head out. You know what? Here, you take the stone. Just hold it up to your ear and then call out Tass's name.
Okay. Will that just move everyone in the circle? Or
No, it'll let you talk to her.
okay.
And then we can coordinate from there. All right.
And she just leaves at that point.
I mean, now we'll probably toss it over to Ven. It's like, you'll probably want to be the one who makes contact.
All right. At that point, take the stone, deep breath. Pass.
Here feels like it's being pulled from you a great distance away. Just down. You hear just emanating in your mind, feels like it's coming from the stone though. An old voice. Oh, dearie, are you calling? Wait a minute. You aren't that nice girl. Who's
Vaughn.
this?
My name is Veneris Noir. I'm one of her friends, and
Oh,
we're gonna get her out of trouble.
you're a friend of Johanna. That's good to hear. So you're taking her place for Minerva.
That's the plan.
Oh, that's right. Kind of you. Okay.
So, how does this work? Do we just all stand in the circle, or
A circle? Oh, you want me to use... I'll teleport you from wherever you are to here.
all right? I actually assume we're probably all standing in the circle at this point.
Yeah.
Yes.
It was so nice of having that up
Does
for
that
me.
include me?
Yeah, that does include you.
Okay. So Rav got back together with everybody.
Yeah, no, eventually,
How much did a potion of invisibility cost me?
let me see here. Potion of invisibility. I'm gonna say that you managed to get a good deal on one and got one for 75 gold.
Nice. Yeah, when she handed that over, she was like, "Then, you should feel absolutely honored." And you know why?
Why?
Because I had the opportunity to troll the shit out of you. And I didn't take it.
Mm.
I was this close. See, this potion of invisibility that I'm handing over to you now, this is an actually good one. I had the opportunity to get the bad one that required you, that would hide your body but not your clothes. And therefore, you would have to take it, strip down, and then when it wore off, buck naked right in the arena.
I mean, to be
Nice.
fair, we don't know if what armor I'm allowed in when I go in. So I could already be buck naked when I go in.
Oh, it's that kind of hide and seek. Not that I would know, I've just heard of parties. Anyway.
I mean, plus
Well,
if I lose,
I haven't been to these parties.
Just avoid the cock, Trace.
oh god,
To be honest, it sounds like it's counter to the whole idea of the project, but anyway.
you're lucky I'm relatively important to the scene. Otherwise, I would hang up as a joke. Yeah,
So
thank
you guys
I will-
start to feel a faint humming in the air as the circle underneath you begins to glow a faint red. And before you know it, you just shake out of existence, and you shake back into existence inside of a cramped, dark room.
Gotta say, never shaken out of existence before. At least we feeling a little energetic.
All right,
There's-
whose hand is that on my butt?
There's
Oh, that's
a
mine.
couple of lanterns.
Why did we both grab his ass?
I had to hang on to something.
It's reassuring, I guess.
It is.
And you see just this little old woman, like in robes, sitting in a chair, staring at you guys on the other side of a chair.
Oh, I feel wrong.
Ugh.
Whoops.
Hello, you must be Tass.
Yes, I'm Tasselgrim, and you're at the Poisoned Quill. It's my shop here in school.
Heck of a name for a shop, gotta say.
Oh,
Poison Quill.
it's a theme. A lot of the places in this area are like that.
Poisoned?
No, just dour names.
It is called Skullport.
I mean, you'd think that at some point someone would open up a business called Happy Fun Times.
That's where all the
I mean,
really
they
bad
did,
shit would
but the
happen.
HOA.
Oh, the
Like
HO. Oh, yeah. You know,
When the HOA flies by and just disintegrates your entire place of business, you don't stay.
I didn't even. I didn't even think about that. That's my fault.
Except because it's D&D, HOA stands for Hags of Anarchy. So
Oh my god. These rebel witch groups are really getting out of control. Fucking
Just
1%ers.
these Night Hag sisters come in. We are the HOA.
Riding around on brooms, but they've got the 8-panger handlebars.
Is that offense over 6 feet?
For fuck's sake.
So let me move. So you're going to want to go to the lower level of support on the western side of town, near the old abandoned slave market. It's where Minerva set up shop. When you guys are ready to leave, and gals, looking over at you, Marza, and Rev, then just come back to me, dearies, and I'll get you back this one time. I can't make a habit of it, though, because, to be honest, getting people out of Skullport is kind of my only source of income lately. For some reason, people just don't need forgeries like they used to.
Well, it's unfortunate that it's a dying business, but hey, I respect the hustle, man.
There's just nobody really besides Minerva and Xanathar in charge anymore. Anyway, I'm going to move the map over to a very large map. I'm going to have you guys place your tokens, and let me. You guys are specifically at the.
Wow, this thing.
Oh wow, this is a big place.
Jesus
Oh,
Christ,
this
welcome to
big.
Mega City 1.
Yup. You guys.
this is the entirety of Skullport. Okay.
Yup. Well,
This
the 2 floors of it.
I'm having Underrail flashbacks. Is that a good or a bad thing?
It might be a bad thing. So specifically, you guys are at currently the Poisoned Bill, which is located on the middle level. Oh, okay. So let me go back from 60 because that is too close to anything. Are located at Gnarl's location, right?
is that where we are supposed to be?
Yep, that's where you guys are all.
Okay, let me zoom in. I'm kind of zoom way out to try and see this map.
And when you open up the door, Gnarl, from inside of you, you can specifically see. Let me adjust you guys. See, looks like the is actually a wooden bridge made up of planks of wood that have been ripped off of ships.
Oh, nice.
And you're pretty sure you're on like the second level of this city. And there's more buildings up above you.
Huh. I guess Nar will carefully step out. Look around, probably have to process the smells he's getting.
They're not pleasant.
Hmm.
How much do they
Just-
remind Gnarl of home?
Fungal, really not so much. He was like, I imagine, in the plains mostly.
Yeah.
Maybe some woodland. No, this is a cave. There are stalagmites sticking out of the ceiling. Literally a forest of stalagmites. When you look up past the building, you can see brine and dead fish. Really, a lot of rotten and fungal things.
And where are we supposed to go?
And it is dark, so unless you have a light, you can see in the dark. You were told the
We have lamps, so we're good.
yeah. You were told specifically that it was going to be on the one level below you, and it was over on the specifically the western end of town.
Somewhere over here-ish.
Yes,
Yes.
Nar just suppresses like
Ne-
a string of coughing. It smells like a cave troll's taint in here.
They probably have some real good stuff here.
Where is Mars's character token?
Maybe. I don't know. Hold on. Actually,
Rava,
I'm gonna
we're here for business. Please don't try and score.
Yeah.
There are people
I am
wandering around.
realizing that being a tourist, I shouldn't try to score anything.
Yeah, my thoughts exactly.
Very
Junkie.
bizarre layout, though. Never been to a place like this. A city in a cave.
Looking at this map, it doesn't look like a too hard of a path though. Northeast here, the stairs, and then come down and head west. Just have to find.
You're really
we're
muffled,
looking
Tyler,
for-
at least to me.
Ruffled to me,
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, same here.
I mean,
Sorry, I
yeah,
was talking directly into my fan as well because it's hot.
Ah,
that's fair. I mean, everything looks like it deteriorated or has a haphazard look to it. Like, these bridges are not well put together. The buildings are all tightly packed together. They're made out of stone, wood. They're piled on top of each other randomly, creating these three different levels that you guys can see. The street level, the level you're at, which is the middle level, and then the upper level. And it looks like most of the wood is from old shipwrecks. And you can see rigging is suspending a lot of the catwalks on the level that you're on. Up.
okay.
The ceiling is actually only about 95. So probably from where you guys are, probably about a good 65 feet up. And it's just covered in a forest of stalactites. And it is dark here. It looks like thieves stole what lanterns publicly in use ages ago.
Hmm.
You do see some light, some floating bluish lights. These might be the flaming skulls that make up the reason why Skullport is called Skullport.
Hold the phone. What?
Yes, there's flaming skulls that fly through the air.
Oh,
What?
That is so metal.
Nice.
You can actually, in that other page that I had for you guys of an image of Skullport. Oh, you have your
Those
tokens
blue-
over those
Oh,
blue
yeah.
lights.
Oh my
Wow.
god, that is
They are-
badass.
Yeah, that's a bit crazy.
This also
Uh,
explains why the corruption tokens in the Skullport expansion for the Lords of Waterdeep. The Skullport expansion has blue skulls as the corruption tokens.
Yes. This is literally.
Rav is going to. Does she see a local anywhere nearby?
I mean, yeah, you can see a hobgoblin walk.
Yeah, she walks up and then points at one of their skulls and goes, "What in every hell is that? It's awesome!"
Don't ask. And he keeps on walking by.
Niall's
My
already whipped
urge
out
to
his
rip
AV recorder
and/or-
and is taking pictures.
Oh,
This
that
is the
makes
next
me even
episode
more
of the Ghost
curious.
Hunt show. This is the next episode of the Ghost Hunting show.
What's up, demons? It's me, your boy.
It's your boy Gnarl.
My urge to rip and tear is growing.
Oh god, no, not Lost Souls, please god. Somewhere there's a pain elemental just farting these things out.
If he turns around, if the flame skulls start coming up to you and asking you things in dead languages, just walk away quickly before you agitate them and they're attack. They think they're in charge here. They don't know Xanathar's in charge. They're senile, old, undead mages.
Oh
wow.
my gods.
Okay, I know that we're clearly here on business, but at some point we've got to come back here for, like,
Pleasure? Aye.
some kind of pub crawl, yeah.
Yes, let's come back to the place where you know what, Martha's about to like explain all of the reasons why we shouldn't do this, including the fact that we just pissed off the local crime boss. But you know what? That's fine. It's fine.
It wouldn't actually stop us. You're explaining
That's the
this to
thing.
the two members of the party who have the worst impulse control.
Yeah, it's basically more.
Just imagine Marza like lifting a hand as if to start, and then just like.
Tenfog pats Marza on the shoulder.
We'll just come back when we're level 20 and just murder the Xanathar. It'll be great.
Oh,
So,
before you dearies all leave, there's a stairwell going up and down just to the north. Just go
Alright.
around the side of the building.
All right, so
All
head
right.
north and come downstairs and go west. Got it. I guess we follow the path.
Yeah, let's go.
Alrighty. Yeah, no, and that's gonna lead you guys right down here.
Given the size of this area, please specify right down here.
I can see it's where Ven is, right?
Right down there, yeah.
I mean,
Oh.
I need to zoom out to see where Ven is.
Where your token is.
Oh, okay. So this isn't like two sides
No,
of the thing. It's like
Oh, 2 levels.
Layered.
So,
two levels.
and there's a third level that's on a different page.
I mean, we're pretty lucky we came out so close to the goddamn stairs.
Mm-hmm.
Ah,
We got the actually useful parking structure near the restaurant as opposed to being on the other side of the mall. Ugh.
God damn it! Why is this Arby's in the fucking far corner?
I guess continuing on then.
As you walk down the stairwell, you find yourself just in an empty square. There's buildings that are boarded up all around it. In the center, it's festooned with various iron giblets dangling from wooden masts.
Do you mean
Giblets.
gibbets?
Gibbets.
Yeah, I
Gibbets,
was gonna
yes,
say
that's the one.
iron giblets just means there's the guts of something cast in iron. I was like,
Gibbets. Excuse me, gibbets.
that's
Yeah,
okay.
no bueno.
I wasn't criticizing.
I mean,
you.
like,
it's Skullport. There could literally be just iron-based viscera hanging from the walls.
Uh,
Wouldn't surprise
Yeah, I
me.
had to. Yep.
I
Not so
hate
much iron
iron-based
viscera,
life.
but you can see well up above on the third floor. It looks purplish and tubular, yet petrified.
Oh my god, they petrified the eggplant emoji.
Like a worm, a large purple petrified worm.
Oh my.
And you can see
They
people
fit-
going in and out of its mouth.
Oh my.
Oh my. Yeesh.
Well, I hope that doesn't wear off. Is that where we're going?
It's up above, like on the third story up.
Oh,
yeah, we're
Not down on the bottom floor where you guys are supposed
We're
to be
not going there in particular.
That's too fancy for us.
It could be worse. Let me tell you about the time of the wild magic sorcerer I knew who accidentally unleashed the Tarask. That's
Oh.
a story for another time.
Oh. I didn't know where to put my face.
But yes, there's gibbets here, and they are iron.
Are they currently occupied, or are they?
No, they're not occupied.
Yeah, quite weak.
Let's
That's
just
good.
keep heading west then. Do we have like a name of the place we're going, or
Yes, the Stone Garden. You were told it was just to the west by the bridge
did I
near
have
the
to
old
cross the
slave
bridge?
market. Nope, by the bridge. The other side of the
Oh.
bridge apparently is something called Skull Island, and apparently you don't want to go there.
So it's down south by this.
So Rob is gonna try and she's like, can she get a good look at Skull Island?
Yes, if you're looking directly south, you can see that there's this river, and you can see this large building just covered in like faint lights. Looks like there's a fortress on top of it.
Wow, everything here is incredibly.
But let's see, you guys are over there. Okay.
Let's just start heading south from there, I guess.
You're just wading through trash at this point. You're starting to realize most of the buildings down here are not occupied at all.
Fun times.
Looks like
This
Skullport
is a-
has seen a better days.
This is a city, right?
It feels
Where are
like
all
it.
the inhabitants?
I'm guessing.
Probably on the upper levels. Some little areas left to rot away.
I mean, you guys can see graffiti all over the place for Xanathar, and a couple doors look like they've been broken into.
Does it look like like how long does it look like a lot of these buildings have been abandoned?
Some recently, some not so recently. It looks like people have been disappearing.
No, well, if there's one that looks relatively recent, I will head over to it and just poke his head inside.
You see it looks like it's a small shop specifically designed, this one here in fact, to sell chests and lock boxes and just different containers.
Can
It
I...
hasn't really been run through that much, but there's like just the door, the lock on it's been broken, and you just do not see anything other than just a fine layer of dust. Looks like it hasn't been. Wait, what about?
Has it does it look like it's been ransacked, or does it look like someone left? Does it look like the shop owner tried to recoup and sell off his stuff when he could, or does it look like the shop owner just disappeared?
Looks like the shopkeep disappeared. And once you guys are starting messing around with it, you do see a couple people looking at you from a distance away.
We should keep moving.
Ooh, actually, I just realised I actually had something. What was the... Yeah, just... While you guys are saying that, Niall is just quickly pulling out, like, his black light, going over some things.
Oh, yeah, no, there is a pool in the middle of that.
Oh, like, not even clean up, just a pool of blood.
Yeah, no, they cleaned up. They didn't clean up after the orgy. They were kidnapped during.
It's just all dried out, so you don't notice unless you shine it up on it.
Mm.
What are you guys doing over here?
Where?
This little kobold is just like peeking around the building at you.
We were looking into some of the disappearances.
Oh. Well, that's first shop, and he got taken by the rogue.
By the what?
Yeah, Xanathar's paying good money if you can find the rogue. It comes and it grabs people, and it sucks out their brains.
Ugh.
Yeah, Niall goes very stiff when he hears that. Brains.
Mm-hmm. Leaves them empty husk. They don't even taste right afterwards.
Ugh. All right.
Well, that's something to look into.
Of course, I'm supposed to be making sure no one steals Xanathar's new property. You ain't stealing, are you?
No.
Or looting?
No.
Just
No, we were just investigating.
passing through.
Investigating. Wasn't told nothing about no investigating. Okay.
We'll get out of your hair. Don't worry.
Yeah, we're just passing through. Could you point us in the direction of the stone?
The Stone Garden? Oh, it's just south.
All
Next
right,
to the
thank
bridge. You can't miss it.
All right, thank you.
Just to remind people, there was also evidence of fucking mind flayers operating with the Xanathar Guild.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, no, we know.
So this leaves two questions. This leaves two possibilities. One, this is actually a rogue illithid going around killing people outside of the Xanathar Guild control. Or two, the Xanathar Guild is actively just whacking its own people to get property. Both of which are equally likely and equally horrible.
Yeah.
Yep.
It is the Xanathar.
Yep.
I know,
Rob
but
hates this.
everyone's supposed to at least have some kind of standards.
Zenfar. Let's keep heading south then.
Yeah.
Guys, I'm gonna level with you outside of the game. I realize how much you guys act. So I'll be pushing the mainstay of the game.
You cut out there for a second. What did you say?
I might be forcing the Xanathar to take a more active role in a season that is not his season.
Yeah.
You guys are in the winter season. Xanathar's the summer villain.
Yeah. No, that's
Yeah.
fine.
It's fine.
We latched on to all the plot hooks related to Xanathar.
Yeah, no.
Made by random rolls.
Yeah,
Yeah.
made by random
I-
rolls.
Yeah.
This
It's kinda-
this game was brought to us by RNG.
Unfortunately,
To be fair, I will say I am perfectly fine with possibly, a time skip if you want to be in the proper.
No.
We could do the stuff with Xanathar and then the stuff with the other villain.
Yeah.
As the other villain is just like, while you were busy dealing with Xanathar, I was busy stealing all of it. Everything. The whole city. I'm Carmen San Diego.
I was studying the blade. And also reading
I
reading
might
manga.
also be having the equivalent of Dio enter as a third villain.
Nani?
Oh God,
Oh, crap.
you had my attention. Now you have my interest.
As long as this gives me the opportunity to have the, oh, you're approaching me. Well, I can't kick the shit out of you unless I get closer.
Anyway, so you guys,
oh no, I'm the rogue.
go
I'm Polnareff.
I mean...
I got fencing stuff. I'm Polnareff.
Hey, you outlast most of the fucking cast.
I'm literally immortal, and by the end of part 5. So.
Yeah.
So you guys keep on heading south, following specifically Gnarl.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's where we're supposed to be going.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty. Specifically, as you continue walking along, you realize that this is more of an open air space than the north where you guys had been, where buildings were built on top of buildings. Looks like most of the shops are closed. There's a couple warehouses that look abandoned. You can see a bunch of empty fish stands. Like, this used to be a bustling place. You can see an area with some posts that have been slowly rusting away, old iron posts near the bridge to the south, and chains attached to them and a lectern. You imagine this is the market that they were talking about.
Can we see the stone garden from here then?
Yes. You see a couple statues in front of it. It's right over here. You also see that there's a light in a building down to the southwest. After a closer inspection.
Alright, I guess just going that way.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Rob has gone kind of quiet. She doesn't like it here anymore.
Understandable.
It's because all the cool places are on the top floors.
Well, yeah, but
And this is as close as you could get to the actual Skull Island, where
Yeah,
the
let's-
active military is of But yeah, it is super dreary here. I can understand not liking it.
I guess she doesn't like it anymore.
Mhm.
things had to get real dark. Brains had to be eaten. She doesn't want to drink here anymore.
Speaking of drinking, though, the door to the east opens, and a big ol' half orc comes out, and you can hear faint music and light.
Right.
And he just walks around to the side of the building.
I think that might be our place.
Yeah, let's head inside then.
As you guys are walking up to the door, you can hear that that half didn't make it far before finding a nice part of the wall that is vacant from anything, and yeah, just the sounds of him relieving himself.
Ugh. Yeah, we're not following him. We're going
Yeah.
into that building.
Yeah, no. As you open it up, yeah, you actually get some light and can hear some music. It's rowdy tavern music, but it's music.
Thing.
It's also oddly in deep undercommon, if I remember right. That's the term for it. It's like high nasally.
Oh, hey, I speak that.
Mhm.
Oh,
It's
huh.
some odd ditty about collecting gems. It's a Verdunbinlin, a blin, or a deep gnome song.
How? All right. I don't know what I expected.
So, do we see a Medusa here?
You do. In fact, you find once you open the door that the inside of the building is just tunneled out, and it's going down, and you can see more and more light, and you guys find yourselves going into a large underground pit, and you can see various people sitting on the sides of this pit, looking down into the underground area. One of the deep gnomes walks up to you guys, looks at you. Can I help you?
We were looking for a certain Medusa, I believe.
I believe her name was Minerva, right?
Minerva is her name. Our fine proprietress.
I've actually been cordially invited to join one of her little games.
Oh, okay.
Well, a friend of mine was, and I volunteered to take it. But still,
There's not that many people here tonight. Just me and some of my friends, a couple of Kenku, and Minerva herself, and the competitors. Why don't I invite you all in as I move you guys to a different map? You're going to be led down into the circle. Then
oh god, it is a
the
small
rest,
map.
yes, it is. And the rest of you can be on. If you'll place your characters.
Sure.
I think you're bigger than that half ogre.
Yeah.
I do not. I'm gonna have to mess around with your guys' tokens are always popping out so big.
Well, I
But,
have to say, nothing about this is my idea of a good time anymore.
It's Skullport. It's kind of shit.
So I'm finding narrator in my head. I didn't do deep gnome dope recently. Oh wait, I did walk through a cloud of smoke on the way here.
Rava, you got a contact high.
Oh,
You are surrounded by deep gnomes, though.
Just blazing it.
they doing that good, Kush?
It might be. At least a
Oh,
couple of
man.
them are, and they're singing.
The kush isn't the problem, it's the other stuff they're cutting it with, which is the problem.
You're pretty sure that ingesting gemstones isn't a good thing?
Much less doing it through a bong made of someone's spinal column.
Oof.
Although I'm now visualizing just a bong, which is just a skull and a spinal column, and thinking, that would look pretty metal.
I mean, yeah, kind of. Yeah.
You see, down in this pit with Ven are a couple normal-looking dwarves and humans, and there's a half-ogre and a goblin. And you can see just this cloaked figure sitting up above with literally the most hideous rooster you've ever seen. Thing looks like it's half reptile, half rooster, and she's just petting it. Right. So you're the one who took up the challenge for Johanna. You'd be, the elf. You'd be Rava, wouldn't you? She looks down at you, Ben.
First of all, half elf. Second of all, Venarius Noir at your service.
Dwarf. I've heard of that name before. Well, this'll be more interesting. And you brought friends, I see. Okay. Well, if you survive until the end, I will tell you how to destroy the Xanathar.
Hold you to that.
I'll just kind of quietly leans over, just taps Marza on the shoulder. He goes, something's just occurred to me.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
The Xanathar Guild almost certainly know that this is going on, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, they probably know that the event is going on.
I mean, what are the odds that... I mean, call me clinically paranoid here. But if you really wanted
You're clinically paranoid here.
Yeah. If you wanted to kind of make sure you were eliminating all possible threats to your dominance, wouldn't offering the chance to eliminate the Xanathar Guild and then inviting those people into a closed-off area be like a very good way of eliminating those people?
I mean,
I
theoretically,
hate that you're right.
Yeah, that's maybe.
theoretically,
But
yes, but on the other hand, I didn't expect to get out of here without having to fight something anyway. So
at the same time, she might want to help take down them so she can become the new leader instead of having her small area.
Yeah, but she said that in public.
Mm.
Noel just casually unslings his rifle.
Then one of the contestants kind of settles up a bit closer. Imagine meeting you here.
Do I know this guy?
No, you have no idea who he is.
perception. Let's see. Remember.
I think Vin fake like background is catching up with him.
Yeah, maybe.
We met once at the Yawning Portal. Don't remember me? Okay, well.
A lot's happened since the Yawning Portal days for me, unfortunately. It's been one thing after the other.
Understandable. Well, I would wish you the best of luck, but I'm here, so I'm sorry about what's going to happen.
Well, I wouldn't count your cockatrices before they hatch, my friend. This one is going to be another feather in my cap.
I have this feeling that Vin is saying something very stupid.
He is saying something very stupid. Although this man does have a nice feather in his cap.
You should snatch his feather!
Oh, wait. Oh, no. Oh, no. Am I taunting him? Oh, no. Dude. Oh.
Help.
Oh boy.
You can't do this to me, man. You can't pit me up against the Mary Sue of the fucking Forgotten Realms, man.
Yes, I can.
He can and he has. He's doing it right now.
I recognize the hat, and I'm just like,
Is this the guy that one of us messed with?
Null has constantly antagonized him, first of all. And two, oh boy. Okay.
Hey, look, it's fine. I've got a gun now.
Fine.
And he's technically no more a meme getting petrified than you are.
Technically. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, this is fine. I'm the epitome of the "this is fine" meme right now. Just. No, there was one thing I wanted to do, just in case I died before. Died during this competition.
Mm-hmm.
Before I go in, I want to talk to Rob.
Okay. Yeah, no, we can go back to a
Yeah.
point where you had just talked to her.
That's what that D4 was. Decide who to talk to. Raba?
Ben.
So not to be fatalistic, but I know the cockatrice only lasts a day, but in case I do get turned to stone and then someone knocks me over and I fall apart in little bits that are completely unrecoverable. If I die, I am. You know that private detective?
I really hate where this conversation's going. You're not going to die.
Just humor me. If I don't expect it to happen because it's me we're talking about. But if
All right, fine. Now I'm really ready to humor you.
If I do die, you know that private detective that lives just to the northwest of us?
Mm. I do.
I want you to go to him and I'll give you my coin purse to cover this. I mean, I'm not going to need it, but I want you to ask him to find everything he can on the Andro Silver Tree.
I'll tell you what. She'll push his coin purse back at him. If you live, I'll pay for it myself. Hmm?
All right. And then Ben turns to leave. And then stops and turns back. Raba?
Yes.
Kiss for good luck.
She rolls her eyes and then kisses him on the cheek.
And then he smirks and hops down into the pit.
So disappointed you didn't refer him to Null.
To be fair, you probably would have made that joke with literally anyone. So
It's true. I know he would have made it with Gnarl too. And also, I know that Gnarl would have also kissed him on the cheek.
On the cheek.
Well then,
Gnarl wants tongue.
Yeah, he is a knoll.
Look, says it on the character sheet.
All tongue.
Oops, all time.
Oh, that
Uh-oh. The crooked just got the critically failed its initiative.
yes, it did.
Well-
lovely.
It just expects more belly rubs from the Gorg, and it's like, I don't want to.
And last but not least, oh, it'll probably say his name if I do it though. I mean, you guys already know who he is. Oh my gosh, how did he get such a garbage roll?
Shit.
That dude in a fancy hat. Okay, let me adjust
think-
these.
I think you had him muted because I'm seeing his initiative.
He's at the bottom. It scrolls. Let's see as I move everyone. Okay. Even with a 2, he still goes faster than that guy because of his +6.
I also have a +6.
I know, it's like you're both very similar. Hey, speaking of which, the cockatrice leaps off of the lap and lands to the thing, this thing. You can see that the deep gnomes are just betting amongst themselves furiously, as are the Kenku.
Okay. Yeah, I have to. Can I overhear how some of these bids are going?
Trade you an ear. Nah, these are worth more than an ear. I
she is-
bet 1 diamond that the half ogre throws the others into the cockatrice to survive and win. No, it's too big. It'll end up going first. Get petrified. And yeah, just money is trading hands, small gemstones, an ear.
Thought I don't want an ear.
Precisely what's the payout on an ear?
Yeah. No, I'm
More.
curious. What is the
The
payout on
rest
an
of
ear?
the head.
It's mostly those Kenku who are trading in body parts.
Oh, Kenku, why?
Why are you guys the worst?
Is anybody trading in anything other than body parts?
Some are doing gems.
Well, we
How
don't
many
have any of
gems?
those.
Is anyone trading in coin?
I mean, one of the deep gnomes is looking at have to.
Man,
So you want to make an official bet, not do a sideline. Okay. Who would you like to bet on?
what are the current odds?
In favor? Nip, he's a feisty one, and he's been greased. So most money's on the goblin, being the remaining survivor.
All right.
That
Ah.
big lug over there, he has the lowest win chance, that half. We don't know why he's here. He's been here before, and he's been petrified. We really think his brain might have been, like, permanently, partially vitrified. He keeps coming back.
Hmm.
Keeps
Has
losing
he,
his money.
has he even gotten close?
Nah. I mean, yeah, he's managed to, like, shove people in front of it, but it always gets him. And he's not that fast.
Well, I'm not putting money on him. What about the half elf?
The half elf down there. I mean, it ain't looking good for him.
It ain't.
I'd be willing to do
Oh, what's the odds on him?
10-1 against.
One against.
I'll just search for it. 10-1. I'll have a bit of that. And he'll stick down a couple of gold.
How much?
Let's say 2
I'll
gold.
bet-
That's all I got
I
left.
can. I think I'll bet that too. And she will put down what was the price of my that potion again?
It was 75 gold I charged.
She'll put down 75 gold.
Fair enough. Okay.
Wow, making me look like a fucking penny anti-hustler.
Yeah. How much money do I have left? Actually, let me look. Oh, I've got plenty of gold. How did you run out of gold?
I make inventions. Most of my improvements cost a lot.
Yeah, he levels up by spending money.
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
That just reminds me of the 1E where you literally spent gold for experience.
Yeah. Martha will match that bet, and she'll also place 5 gold on the half ogre.
I've got all that fucker, okay.
Just go for those
So-
low odds.
So you're going for 75 on Venus.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Heck yeah.
Ven, we're gonna
I
take
will-
the shit out of you if you lose.
Let's put it all in the chat so we can keep track of this, I guess.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah. I mean, Ven, we will destroy him if he loses.
We will slap the ears off you.
We will have our pound of flesh, many pounds of flesh.
That's fine.
Yep.
one of the more quiet deep gnomes looks over, grins. 100 on my captain,
Oh, captain, his captain.
and points down at the man standing next to
What's the bet on the half ogre? What's that? What are the odds for that?
it's actually surprisingly 1-2 against.
Sorry,
gonna make-
you cut out.
It's 100 to 1 against him, so making 500 gold if he's the winner.
All right. Well, what?
So if Ven goes down early, we all try and make sure the half ogre wins
Yeah,
mean-
yeah,
to at least
Like-
cover our losses.
yeah. That's fair.
Like, I feel like Martha did exactly the same thing during that horse race. Like, bet on the thing she actually wants, and then throw away money, betting on the on the like longest shot.
What the hell not?
Just watch as
2D
the
on the
half
half
ogre
ogre
actually
here.
does really well now.
Why the hell
Look.
not? Cannibal tosses 2 gold on that too, just for the fun of it.
Look, theoretically, more like in reality, the half ogre has no chance. But in the terms of the game, it has to roll for all these attacks, and there's a
That's
chance
true.
that he will critically fail every attack against this ogre because sometimes that just happens.
It's
Yeah.
true. It's
Sometimes
very
the
true.
dice just go die.
Sometimes the dice are like, you know what? Luck really to win for once in his life. He's narratively a failure. This cannot stand.
Yeah.
And who
Look,
knows?
Sometimes
Maybe-
a guy just will not go down, no matter how many Sometimes you try. And
And sometimes it's an a-hole named Jarlaxy who's just going to not deal.
Mhm.
Anyway, is anyone else betting then?
I think we all have.
Alrighty. So that is 2 for Ven from Gnarl, 75 for Ven from Rava, 75 5 for Lug from Marza. Not betting 10-4?
Huh?
You're not betting?
I did. I
Oh,
50 G.
it-
I have 50.
Put it
50
in the
gold
chat.
on 50 gold on Ben and 2 gold on the half ogre.
Oh, okay. Let me just add that to my list.
Yeah. It's
It's all in the
in the
chat.
Discord.
Oh, is it?
Oh, I didn't
Oh yeah, you did.
realize.
Yeah, sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right.
Are we gonna do this? Do the actual game tomorrow, next week then, or what? Since it's kind of
Oh, what time is it? It's already 9:09.
yeah.
My time. Do you guys want to hold off on this for now?
It might be best.
Okay,
Yeah,
let's.
this would be a
It's
good
very
place to
much
end it,
light
honestly.
outside for
Yeah,
me.
this is a full combat. Yeah.
Yeah.
Understandable. Okay. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed me prepping and hyping for this.
No, this has
Mhm.
been good.
This is
You've,
good.
you've managed to make Skullport both amazing and horrifying at the same time.
Yeah.
And
I really tried, guys. I really.
it's also good that we kind of, since we keep on getting the Xanathar guild, we kind of actually get them as another villain, even though they're not supposed to be.
So the thing about Skullport that I find really weird and really strange is it used to be a pirate haven. They used the subterranean cave as like their place, and they had it well lit and everything.
I
In
mean,
fact, most of the structures are built by them.
I figured
but
Skull
over
Island has got
the
to be a
dec-
pirate haven.
Yeah, no, it was a pirate haven. Unfortunately, Xanathar came in and has just claimed this place, which is why it's so dilapidated and so much of it's been run out.
Well, I guess at some point we're coming back here to, well... I mean, I guess we're already taking out the Xanathar Guild, but... ideally trying to do some other shit here.
But yeah, actually the maps are specifically part of a Dungeon of the Mad Mage. Since other than porting in, there's only 2 other really difficult ways of getting in, and one is to delve down to here, because this is on like the 3rd level of the dungeon. And it's like a resting stopping place that will let you get back to Waterdeep proper easier. It also just so happens to be where the Xanathar is.
Okay.
But yes, we will have this game of